This is Madden territory, come get some. If you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. 180! 54! Hey, what's the ball?
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
180!
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Out of the gun. Goff. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back, 120.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
120. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I know he ain't got it. Mark 38. Mark 38.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bert, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here goes tonight. 20.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
Here we go. Steady. Oh, you got deep. Check 24. Check 24. Maverick.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are able to cut into that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Now Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, it's Brown. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 27, Goff into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Here we go.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
We want it. Come to my work.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
120.
Goff throwing again. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Garoppolo again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, Echo. Mark 38. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing on third. Gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 77 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Oh, nice move. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards that time on the ground.
Here we go. 120. Here we go. Double time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
54, right there. 54.
On second down, it's Brown. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Matt Longacre, the one to bring him down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
What? 20. Bound to lose 1. Merlin. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun on third down. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Here's Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On second and 11 now. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches in.
This is caught inside the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 62 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both.
Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Here we go.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A shotgun snap for goal. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I got him. Hey, go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check right 54. Right 54.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, 49ers.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's taken in by Henderson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right back to Brown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On the return is Pettis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he's flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Guys, game situation.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we
The
go.
Niners on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Play action, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go. 120. Let's go.
And they'll